Hey everybody, how's it going? So it's that time again when you sort of get random requests here and there sometimes, and sometimes they're interesting, other times they're just tedious tasks. So this one I thought I'd make a video about. So basically, we had a request coming in. Well, they just sent me the Excel sheet with URLs, and they wanted to find out what URLs are going to 404 pages. So basically, the idea would be to, in if you were to do it manually, you just click the URL and just look at the status code. If it ends up on 404 page, there might be a redirect in the middle. There might be 302, but if the final status code is 404, then it means the link is dead, and we need to sort out why the link is dead. Maybe set up redirect or something. So it looks like the other devs have set up the redirect here already for most of the URLs, but they needed to go through everything and then just programmatically figure out what what goes to a 200 page and what goes to 404 page. So I sort of thought, okay, maybe we can just write a small script here. Um, first I thought that maybe it's worth writing in Python, and you just do a simple request, follow the location, and then the destination status, whatever it is, you just based on that determine whether the page is down or not. So I'm gonna just plug in my battery here. Then I thought, okay, Python, it might be possible, but what I also need is that if it times out or something, if the connection goes down, the network goes down, or something like that, it needs to be able to retry everything, right? So we don't want to retry it again and again from the start. We want to try it where we left off. So I thought, okay, maybe let's write a script in Python, and it seems to be working pretty well in. So sorry, I said Python. No, not in Python. In PHP, in Laravel. So we wrote a script. The only thing this script does is just it reads the URL. There is a bunch of URLs they send me. I think it's 11,000. 792 URLs, and we need to go through all of them. And then what the script does is basically relies on queues in Laravel. So it'll loop through the all the URLs, and it'll push each URL into the queue, and there's a processor that processes each job. Then you got each job being processed here. Basically, it gets the ID URL. It checks if the destination code is 200 or if it's not 200, whatever. It saves everything into a non 200 file, as long as the URL doesn't lead to nowhere. So this is the list we've got. Here we got what's going on here. Here we got you can see the jobs being processed. They're running, and if something fails, if the URL returns 404, it just like is completely dead or something like that, it'll throw an exception. But you can just restart the queue and it'll pick it from there. It'll try that job for a few times. If not, it'll move to the next one. And as you can see, there's only one process here running, so it's not happening in asynchronous manner. It's one by one, which is fine. It takes time, but then what we end up with is obviously um, these the final list of URLs that are dead. So now the obviously the person who set up the redirects can go through this list and figure out what's going on. So yeah, that's just a small use case of queues, how you can use queues. By the way, it's not using database um, to store the jobs. It's using it's running a Redis server in the background, and you can tell that by looking at queue here. The queue connection is Redis instead of database or in memory. So yeah, that's kind of the use case. I think once this finishes running, I'll just grab this file and send it to the person who will figure out what's going on with the redirects. But yeah, that's all for today. I mean, yeah, like I said, I like to sort of just share what I've been working on, sort of interesting things I find on this channel. So do make sure to subscribe if you like this sort of content, um, but yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.